Hello everyone, this is Tyler here. How many people think they can't trade because they don't have enough money to trade with? This is not true. You can trade with, it does not matter how much you have, whether it's $100, $1,000, $10,000. Trading small can still produce huge returns in the long run. Remember that. Keeping trading risk small is also very effective for bigger traders, and it will help teach you the fundamentals as you grow and become a larger trader. Now, keep in mind that many of the best traders began with smaller accounts and slowly grew that account, and through compound yearly results became much larger. And it's also more likely that trading with, say, 1 or 2% of your account on each trade will be more effective in the long term than doing trades that risk, say, 20% of your account. So no matter what your position is, you can always get started, and it doesn't make any difference here. Now, some keys here are focusing on strategy, not result. That's important because strategy is a key in many sports, and same thing in day trading. The strategy is what will help you if you're smaller or bigger. It's also limiting your losses and not putting too much of your account at risk. Now the next thing is conservative money management. This is not putting too much on each trade. It's there's a common rule in day trading known as the 2% rule. It's that for each trade, you're not putting more than 2% of your account on that trade, because if you lose that 2%, it won't make a big dent on your account. And this same rule is followed by many people who have $100,000, $1 million, $10 million accounts. They still abide by this rule, or even less in the case of those bigger traders. And this will also help ensure someone can stay in it for the long haul. Now, the next thing is not to go against market sentiment. And what I mean by that is that there's many technical predictors and many quantitative models that people can use from their computer. There's programs out there that can predict a stock outcome, but this often doesn't configure the psychological and the human element of stock trading. So it's very important that you understand the human side of it just as much as this quantitative, and kind of put it together. Because if you are using a model and it totally goes against fundamental sentiment, don't be surprised if this stock trade doesn't go too well for you, because there can always be some insight gained from the crowd, not in everything that's being said, but there may be some smaller areas here. The next thing is keeping trading journal, because a trading journal will help you create a great strategy. It will help you keep track of other great trades that you made previously, and it just helps you evaluate your progress and how you can improve. I also use a trading journal, and I use it to keep note of certain graphic trends, because with certain stocks, whether it's retail or pharmaceutical or technology stocks, there's certain graph trends that you can utilize to predict the outcome of another stock using a previous trend. And there's a lot of great benefit from having a journal. The next thing is just keeping cool, being level-headed when you're trading, and not letting negative emotions get the most of you. I noticed, especially for these smaller traders, that due to the size of their account, if they say have $1,000 in their account, very easy to get to get negative if they say take $100 loss in a day, because it looks a lot worse when you're trading $1,000 and you lose $100 than a guy who has a $10,000 account but loses $1,000, or the guy who has a $100,000 account that loses $10,000. looks much worse the smaller the amount. And it's really important to just be positive, stay optimistic. If you don't feel like trading for that day, just don't trade. You're probably better off in the long run doing that, and just keeping yourself emotionally cool when you're doing it. This is just great techniques for anyone out there, not just small traders. And I hope everyone found something useful here. Thank you.